Or no? I'd watch it. Cyber Dragon Sprite. What's everyone's obsession with Sprite? Sprite sucks. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's see it. Hold on. I wonder if I can.
Alright, yeah, what's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. I'm gonna be going over all the decks of that's gonna be viable for the upcoming format.
2x.
I have the criteria listed here as tier 1, tier 1.5, tier 2, tier 3, and unplayable. These are the criteria I'm looking at. I'm gonna be trying to do it based on not only representation but also power level and how strong I think the deck is.
Sprite's a good drink. I prefer it over 7. I don't think 7 Up exists anymore.
It's very, very strong. It has access to viruses post side with Eradicator and deck Debbie and all that good stuff.
Boo.
Not only that, like the Labyrinth deck can also play like the full stun version. So it's just really, really difficult for a lot of decks to like deal with. Next we have Kashtira. I think Kashtira is still a very, very good deck. I would put it at tier 1.5, closer to tier 1 to be honest. I think the deck is actually still playable and the deck is still actually really, really strong. Like,
hold on, what?
I would put it at tier 1.5, closer to tier 1 to be honest. I think the deck is actually still playable and the deck is still actually really, really strong. Like,
Labyrinth is not tier 1. I don't know, man. You like didn't. I mean. I agree. I mean, Labyrinth didn't get any hits, and it's very, very strong. Selza.
Yes, it lost Diablosis, but Magma Cosmos is still like a really broken ability. And if they switch strategies to playing like preparations, maybe even multiple preparations, I think this deck still has a really strong guide game and can still be like a top contender of the next format. Yes, it can't lock 5 anymore, but it still has access to it's one of the decks that has access to one of the most non-engines in the game as well. So it can
has more targets on its
back. And Shifter is a very, very powerful tech card that has access to play. We have Dark Worlds, like a hand loop. This deck has never been that good. It's like a hard combo deck. Maybe people play Joel again, but if people don't play hand traps, then maybe the hand loop version can be very, very strong. I'll put it at tier 2 because, like, realistically, if the format changes to where people play breakers and no hand traps, then the Dark World stuff can like really pop off. But I think a lot of people play Bystials for like Labyrinth and Striker, so like I think this deck won't be as powerful in my opinion. Fluid Reese, I think it's tier 2 strategy. It honestly kind of depends on the format, but if Striker's in the format and Striker's really, really strong, I would put Fluid in like tier 2. I would typically put it in tier 1.5, but personally I would say tier 2 right now, only because of the fact that Striker with Widowmakers and stuff really makes it that Fluid has a really, really hard time. Dragon Slayer is tier 2 in my opinion. I think with Dragon Face Off coming off the list, not only that, Dragon Slayer has been a really.
Has anyone even tried this? I feel like people keep saying that it's like, I think pendulums just suck. Like, I don't know. Is it just a shitty, like, even if you go first, is it just like a worse samurai?
Strong combo deck.
Like, what are you doing?
Super Heavy kind of gone. There's also like
Bravo
Super Heavy
deck.
/ Dragon Slayer combo deck as well. So I honestly think this deck.
People keep saying it's bad. I just, like, okay, we know it's big combo, right? But, like, is your inboard better than still what Samurai did? Like, right now, Samurai can still do Oppo, Baron, Regulus. Pretty, like, they can do that pretty consistently with 2 cards. Like, are you just putting up a board that's, like, equivalent to that? If so, like, why play this over Samurai? I don't know. I'd put, like, tier 3.
Also, like, tier 2 is so strong. I would put Map at tier 1.5, and the reason why I put this as a very strong contender still for the metagame is because with triple mining, triple small world, as well as the firewall package and the spirit package, the deck will still access circular the majority of the time. Just don't let Joshua see this, but I would say for the majority of the time, like, the deck can still do a lot. It's still very, very strong. It accesses circular almost every single way. So, Manadome. I think Manadome is actually a sleeper deck in the format, mainly because I think that before, historically, the format that we just came out of, Manadome couldn't really compete because there's so many good one-card combo decks that could be played. If this is pure Scareclaw, then I'll put this at tier 2. Maybe tier 3 to be honest, but. It's just that the effect isn't really that good, to be honest. And, like, I'll put it at tier 3. So pure Scareclaw, tier 3. But I'll put Manadome at like 1.5 to 2, probably. We now have the Lilith Brigade deck. I would say that's a tier 2 deck. I think for that deck to be really, really good, you have to kind of pair with Sprite, which you kind of see right here. Like, Sprite, Brigade is still very strong.
It can search any field spell. I mean, but, like, so in previous formats, right, you could play Necro Valley, but, like, Necro Valley is terrible right now because there's no big graveyard deck. There's no tier. So, like, what field spell are you playing? There's no Mystic Mine. Are you playing Secret Village, I guess? It just feels like that.
But I think the Lilith version is like not bad as well. It can search like DD Crow and like.
And then these field spells are terrible when you go second.
If that's good in the format, then I think this would be kind of nice. Virtual World tier 2. The deck is honestly kind of power prepped. And I wouldn't say it's like that.
Pack what? Virtual World tier 2? What? How is this not an unplayable? Dude, that should have been the first deck you put in unplayable.
That's wrong, but like, it might be a good meta call to like Combat Striker, maybe Combat Labyrinth because like a lot of its engine is really, really strong.
Okay.
I think Dragon Link's tier 1. Dragon Link's tier 1 to be honest. I think like
yeah, I think this deck is probably a little better than people think. This deck seems pretty good.
Dragon Link's one of those decks that
tier 1. I feel like tier 1.5 maybe.
Deck. And I think with the Rise Heart and then Kashtira maybe not being as popular, then the Dragon Link deck is
Pax
still very good.
Tier 2 yeah. Pax tier 2 seeming like rogue chat. Like, yeah, Pendulum, Virtual. These like are decks that no one's gonna play.
So they're really, really powerful into Striker, into Labyrinth. So I think, and then it still passes to like. Really,
I put Eldritch at like tier 3.
Powerful, surprisingly. Eldritch tier 3 to be honest. It's just worse Labyrinth. Don't play this, please. Ninja unplayable. Do not play that deck. It's literally unplayable. Now Plunder is a very interesting one. Plunder is very interesting. I think Plunder could actually be kind of clean. And I say this because it has access to the right engine. Which
people
is very,
say
very
this every format, by the way.
The Link 2 can like dodge a lot of interruptions.
Every format, people say like Plunder is good.
Plunder is
and
really
then
good.
Gecko doesn't even play it.
Outing back row because it has access to like fire ship. And with Jord, I think Plunder can actually be kind of nice, like locking people with Warlords.
Yordy.
I actually think Plunder's a really strong option. Like I actually, like if I play against Plunder, like it's a deck that I'm like definitely scared of. Like I think it's a good deck. I think Pearly going second is like tier 1.5. Like it's actually very, very strong. It just struggles at going first, but I think if you play go second Pearly, and just try to like break apart boards, just rip them apart. I think Pearly is really, really strong. That's what very strong go second deck in my opinion right now. Trap Trick I would say is tier 2. Trap Trick's had an advantage where because its best matchup was Kashtira, but because Kashtira isn't as strong anymore, I'll still leave this at like tier 2ish to be honest. Sprite Runic, I think this is gonna be one of the best decks in the format. It was really, really strong before the BANLIST, or like in the 250th format. So I would say like Sprite Runic's gonna be tier 1. It literally ignore hand traps. You can't really use Warbreaker speed because you have access to like Runic cards as well. So like the fact that it's like very diverse in its interruptions, having cards in hand for like Runic cards, having on-field presence with Sprite cards, and even having backrow presence with like Starter and Smasher makes this a very threatening deck for the upcoming format. You have Mechanko, Brave. I would say this is tier 2. I actually tested a bunch of this deck. It's like a 60 card base pile. This deck actually did really well in the OC recently, and it's definitely something for us to look more into for sure. Honestly, Rika and Avalon, I think tier 1.5. This deck's actually scary. It didn't get touched at all.
I agree with
very,
this.
Very strong deck when it goes first.
I think this is like a sleeper strong deck. Yeah, Rika Sun Avalon is like kind of, especially if people don't play evenly matched, chat, kind of like a sleeper strong deck. Although it loses really hard to Feather Duster, because if you lose your field spell, then you lose the ability to tribute your opponent's stuff.
Because like you choose your monsters for cost, and you can't do it.
Nib's coming back.
So I actually think
the deck doesn't care about Nib. They can stop Nib.
And, like, the full
they can just negate the effect of Nib.
It's just like really, really good. I actually do think this is nice. Runic Materia is I think tier 1.5. You could try it with the Shizu package, milling 5 cards, using the shufflers for cycle with the tree. But I honestly think it's like tier 2 to be honest. It's like the Runic engine makes it 1.5 by itself, because I think Runic's a very powerful engine. But yeah. Sorcerer I think it's tier 1.5. Tier 1.5 mainly because it's just like one of the it's one of those decks like Sprite. Time over time again, it's just randomly insane. And the deck has a lot of room on engine to play tactics, to play like thrust, all that good stuff. So it's very, very good. This is tier. I think tier is 1.5. I think the tier limit deck with Ishizu, even with all the names I won, is actually tier 1.5 because without a Rise Heart being as popular, I think the tier engine is actually very strong right now. With like you play like King of the Swamp, you play like Guardian Chimera, you play like all the Miller.
I feel like the last 4 or so picks, Pack's been on some cope. He's spitting. Yeah, this should be spitting into unplayable.
You play like Triple Sulliek, you play like
I played tier chat at YCS Philly. It was my first round. I 2-0'd him in like 12 minutes.
Triple tier Cash with
once Cash gets hit, tier is good. I mean, Cash just got hit, but
you play the Shaddoll package, you get X.
I don't know. Let's hit tier more. Put the field spell at 1.
Win does get draws. I actually genuinely think
put the field spell at 1.
Punk Gold Pride. I think this is one of the better combo decks in the format. No one's really gonna be main decking Nib because Striker and Labyrinth are in the format. So the Punk deck can actually go full combo. I think the Punk deck, Gold Pride deck when it goes full combos makes an unbreakable board. You actually cannot beat it. And Psychic and Punisher is unoutable when you do that. It goes like 3,000 life points. And so I actually think Punk Gold Pride is actually insane. Sprite, you have Sprite, the Sprite Melfi deck. I think it's tier 1.5. I don't think it's as strong as Sprite Runic, but the Penny version, the Melfi version is still very, very strong. Runic Furhire, I would put it at tier 1 as well. Mainly because the Furhire engine is very, very strong. I'm talking about like Runic Furhire Sprite, like the thing that.
Didn't we talk about this chat before? That you can't have like 5 tier 1 decks. We've talked about this before, Pack. There's no format ever where you have like 5 tier 1 decks. What are the tier 1 decks from last format, chat? Kashtira and like that's it. Everything like if you were to go post Philly, make a tier list, Cash would have been tier 1, everything else would have been tier 1.5 or lower. And I would have said if you even think about putting Samurai or Purely in the same tier as Cat, you're just dumb. You're wrong. Like, Samurai was not as good as Kashtira. Not even on the same level. Cash would have been tier 1 and every other deck would have been here, like, what's it called? Down. Labyrinth and Dragon Link shouldn't be there. I mean, Pack has big respect for what's it called? Can this deck play Nibiru? Because I like this idea.
Very, very sure. Very, very good. Like you draw way too many cards, like you literally like getting outgrinded into oblivion. You have Sprite Life Twin. I would put this in the same power level as Sprite Melfi to be honest, but a little bit worse because I think the Melfi engine is stronger. Salmon Great unplayable. Do not play that. Strike Striker tier 1. I know it's like weird, but like
okay. This one I randomly agree with. I think this deck is nuts and I hate it. 4B. No, Selza. I think he has this right. No. I don't even care about the cheesy OTKs. Sky Striker's engine chat. Their toolbox is. I said this in my video. I think Sky Striker's toolbox is like the strongest of all time. Do you guys agree with that? Is there another toolbox of cards that's stronger than Sky Striker? They have a search card. They have a pop for face up monsters. They have a pop for face downs. They have an imperm that also snatch steals monsters. They have a DD Crow that can reborn monsters. Like Runic, I thought Runic is comparable, but I think Sky Strikers is a little better. Kashtira really doesn't have that much back row removal. Like, what's the back row removal in Kashtira? A Rise Art? That's pretty much it. You know? Engage is at 2, Ultrageist, Kappa. How do you deal with Bestials? Don't let them kill your links. don't let them kill your link. Bro, you're usually so far ahead, it just doesn't matter. I think Sky Striker should also not be a go first deck, because I think going first then I think you could lose to Bestials. You could lose to just a Magnamut on Ray, and then your opponent I think Sky Striker should just be like blind second. Because then you get more value out of Engage, you get more value out of cards like Desires.
Tier 1, mainly because it has typically
Finra for face up.
An even matchup into like everything, and it's a very it's an even deck. Like it'll go even with everything. Like, if you don't know what to play, you just play this. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't know what to play, you just play like the Tricker. It's good as everything.
I don't think it's good against Runic. That's my opinion. I think Sky Striker is even against everything except Runic. I don't really get how Sky Striker beats, because like the Striker cards don't attack Runic cards. Runic just mill all your shit.
Like, it's like decent everything. You never like have a bad match per se. You just like you go even against everything. Like Engage was a 5. People realize Thrust is like absurd. Thrust is absurd. Like I think Striker is really really good. It's just that a lot of people make Striker look really really bad. Does that make sense? And if you look at my tier list, you see why format's kind of annoying. Because
Striker isn't tier 1 then. Well, you're not gonna play against Runic every round. You're gonna play against Dragons, Cash. You'll play against Labyrinth. You're not gonna play against like Runic. I just think it has a bad matchup against Runic, because I don't think the Striker cards interact with Runic very well. Widow Anchor, Afterburn, like none of these cards are good against Runic. They're just not.
It's actually foul. Like I think tier 1.5 like decks that aren't like on the same level as tier 1, but like they're still very viable. Like if you play against these decks, you have to be afraid. I think Super Heavy is tier 2. It's way more fragile now, but it's like decent.
Damn.
Mana Dome I would say 1.5. And the reason why I say Mana Dome is tier.
Mana Dome's worse than Samurai's worse than Mana Dome? It's also I say Manadium. Bro. This deck is terrible. This deck is I can still do stuff. Pack is on Copium. I think Branded is tier 1.
1.5 is because
I think Branded is like, if you don't maybe if it gets Ash, the deck's trash, but if it doesn't get Ash and it can just play, this deck is crazy. I feel like you should just don't lose.
Very weak last format because of all the decks prevalent.
They have
I think is way more stronger now, and it searches the counter trap. So if people play Dark Rulers like that, it has outs to Dark Ruler while maintaining a really big board presence. So I like the fact that the in-engine can search the Solemn Judgment. Branded tier 1, I think maybe tier 1.5 or tier 1. Like I don't know. I think Branded's very strong. Branded's gonna be really strong only because
they just
the
keep
deck is so
getting
very
cards.
like, if your opponent resolves Brand Fusion, even if they don't puppet lock you, they still make a really good board. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, their board, their follow up is like the best in the game.
And their grind game is ridiculous. They have like one of the most ridiculous grind game.
Branded is tier 2.
So,
I disagree.
Dinos, I tested the Dino cards. The new ones are coming out. I think it's like tier 2, maybe tier 3. It's like
unplayable.
The Novellas I didn't test yet, so I don't know where to put it. So I'm putting it tier 2 for now.
I would have tried this. Oh, what? Fact just, oh my god, the Novellas. He said, I didn't test it, so I don't know where to put it, so I'm going to put it in tier 2. Pack, what are you doing? Tier 2 is a good deck. I really want to try this deck, chat. I really want to try this deck. Like, I'm waiting for someone to, like, have a coherent deck list. I really want to try the Cook deck. Pack tested versus on stream.
Maybe tier 3, it's not that good in my opinion. The Novellas I didn't test yet, so I don't know where to put it, so I'm putting it tier 2 for now. I think Vanquish Soul is a tier 2 deck as well. It has a lot of good potential for the future. It might get more support, and I think as a result, it might become strong again.
At 100, both of these deck building pack or deck building archetypes, they're guaranteed to get more. It's not even they might get. No, it's guaranteed. In Age of Overlord, both of these archetypes are getting more support. That's why I'm more inclined for this one, chat. Cause what does this need? I don't know. It seems kind of cool.
This is tier 2. I think it has consistency issues, but it's still a strong deck. Spiral unplayable. The Seller's tier 3, to be honest, not bad. This deck is like tier 3, and then Dytron's tier 3 as well. But I would say this is where we're at format-wise. We have Lab, Cash, that I think is still very, very good. Dragon Link's so very good, Runic's so good, Furhire Runic is so good, Striker's good. And all the tier 1.5 decks are basically what a deck I consider tier 1, to be honest. But like they're not at the same level right now. So that's pretty much my balance state, guys, on my tier list and what I think the format will shape to be. Let me know what you think and where you think certain decks belong. And let me know in the comments below.
Packs
See you guys in the next one. Peace.
Exo Sister better than I think Exo Sister is kind of bad. Like I don't know. It's like Cash being like this deck that uses a bunch of banishing. He didn't also put Dinomorphia there.